stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Where the fuck you going on short zone?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this
Fuck
in
you
this
got going on?
situation?
Hello?
Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't
Nobody's
called
on
in a
here.
while, or you call it a day?
Nobody's
You can
on
do
here.
that,
Huh?
or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better.
What, you trying to be funny? What the fuck you wearing those shorts to, though?
Maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to
Nobody's
base. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Texans, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on
Today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Houston Texans and the Baltimore Ravens. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. First and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now it's Jackson. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Yeah, that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now we'll deal with 3rd and 11.
Yo.
Jackson.
Ugly. Hey. What's it gonna call me? Was like, hey, don't get mad. I'm like, bro, what the fuck you think I'm Ike Turner?
Yeah, what's he say? That's really weird. So you're gonna kill both of us.
What? That's my brother. I'm pretty sure I know him.
Hey, man.
Yeah, bro, for no puss.
On first and 10, it's
and
he stopped immediately there.
What do you mean by that?
On the play there, second down.
That's what you should have said.
Well, this defense for the Texans, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
Goddamn, we that is thicker than it looks like right there. I'm gonna say that. No, she hoop. That bitch could have went to the WNBA.
Red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down.
So it's for Grissom now.
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a
like a
different
number one
route.
girls
Probably
basketball school in the state.
Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And that'll be incomplete.
But hey, call me like, hey, good morning. Like, what the fuck do you want, man?
Maybe turn the tide.
What the fuck?
We're not cool, and I'm already knowing
Well,
what's
she
up
said it
there.
like y'all niggas is best friends, man. She's like, oh, that's one of my good friends, man. I was like,
Yeah, we homies. I ain't gonna lie, we homies though. Like, she cool people. She a Delta, so she like, we be in the same meetings and shit. She cool though. There ain't no pressure.
It'll be second down.
There you go.
Let's just make this one
good morning, Kanye.
nice
Shut
job
the
there,
fuck
all
up.
11 guys on
Shut
the
the
play,
fuck
diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down,
The way the paparazzi is approaching me and my family is
this will be a
disrespectful
gain
also.
of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to 15 from 21.
She cool though.
There, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The 13th play now coming
Like,
on
get your
this
ass off
opening
Tinder.
drive. Here's
She's
third
like,
down.
like, get that pussy off me.
Ravens touchdown.
Bro.
Tyler Wallace.
Part of the day.
Touchdown number 7 on the year.
Excellent.
And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Anytime they say Tuskegee, I'll be like, I might know that. You might know that.
Yeah, every time, bro.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point.
Fucking outside.
And it's now
Bro, roll the dice. This one though, bro. Let me tell you about this one. The girl that I'm like her house and I'm at now. Well, she went to go get me breakfast. For her house, her co-worker, her name Heather, had matched with me. She a nurse too. Had matched with me on fucking was it Black? It was one of them. Messaged me, and then she was messaging me like, "Hey, you cute? Like, what's up?" And like at first, bro, I'm like, "Is this a fucking setup?" Like I know I'm cute, but this is a setup. But I kept going with it. I'm like, "Man, I'm about to just delete. I'm about to just block her ass." So, so I had unfriended her though. But yeah, bro. And she hit me this morning. Yeah, Black. She hit me this morning. Well, this morning we woke up. I'm like, "What you want for breakfast?" She was like, "Well, it's a good little spot around the corner. I'm gonna hit up Heather. She may know the spot." I'm like, "Oh."
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Now the first
Heather is trying to get that cross.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
She Black. She like Haitian. Anyway.
Now a play fake here.
Boy, that good guy ass. He got a BBL.
Now he'll let it go deep right side.
And
this man complete.
The whole pop BBL like nothing.
All the way down to the 13-yard line.
What the fuck is Mark?
Huge play there for Houston.
Trying to run some calls.
For field position after the big play. Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Pat Freiermuth, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Let's go, Jude.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Thompson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Quez Watkins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
Oh, Lamar is not like that.
This drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Hey, bro.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Hey, what guy went dummy last night, nigga?
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Yeah.
Draymond.
Throwing is Jackson.
You need Draymond on your team.
Nearly intercepted.
But he ain't doing shit.
He had his hands on it, but couldn't play.
They gonna trade his ass though. Well, not trade him, but cut him.
On third
I don't think they're gonna do that.
Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
He's gonna beat niggas up. He's a tip factor.
Near the 35-yard line.
Follow him.
Big play there on the catch and run. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down.
You can listen to him in the podcast.
Yeah.
Jackson.
We talking shit.
That should be real. Then he be doing that shit after the game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds.
Are you doing him after the game?
Fresh after the game. He dropped the one last night after the game. I listened to it this morning.
What you be listening to? I be listening on my phone. What you going to YouTube or something?
I got it on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Spotify got a lot of podcasts in there.
Yeah.
Jackson on first down. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Here's Jackson. The killer here, it's complete.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Dobbins running out of the gun. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people in the field to try to help against the run.
Motherfuckers gonna play game. I know how to get these hoes back, Hunt. It's such a friend.
Touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
What did we say?
Tucker with the extra point.
Are you serious about the Airbnb thing? Yeah. Well, I just wanted to we could just link up and talk about that. Bitch, it's nothing for us to talk about. I already told you what to do. Well, yeah, sure. You want to link up. Fuck something. You know. Shy guy.
Houston's offense taking over again. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year. But you think this game will be the toughest test yet?
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game, because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading.
You don't want to go half? That's cool, though.
Making a Super Bowl run.
Somebody else to have you go half.
Thompson now. Off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket.
No.
This one complete to the running back.
We require that up front,
He
unfortunately.
takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Here's Thompson throwing on first down. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. Thompson throwing on 4th down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Touchdown, Texans. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Ravens ready to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jackson now. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range.
I forgot Kobe did drop 80 on
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Jalen Rose.
Steps away to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble in 2nd down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw caught there by Wallace. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will do it for this first. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now Thompson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas.
See the nigga that be talking about the nigga shoes?
In for a Texans touchdown.
He be like,
Chase Edmonds, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
I said where them bitches fly.
Kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Oh, we just fought.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
To throw again on second down. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, Dobbins. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Dancing to his left.
And that boy hurt. Get him out of here.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And his first throw here is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing, because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Texans to take over. They are working on that very impressive 9-game win streak, looking to get it to 10 as they've got the lead here, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
Hey, asshole, what the fuck are we doing here, man? I know you got your Madden team over there, bro. That's probably 1-16. I'm just trying to figure out, like, what the fuck is the deal, man?
Figured you know, for a couple games so I get done. I'm in the third quarter.
Tackle right on the chalk of the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down.
Yeah, wow.
I'm trying to dub, bro.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field.
Yeah,
I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Fuck that. Yeah, give me my rematch.
Nah,
and they will eventually get him down.
Yeah, niggas don't want to give niggas a rematch?
All the way to the 3. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Dang, it's a tampon shortage, bro.
Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Side is complete on the
I didn't know. I mean, most of them thought they used to wear pads anyway.
Touchdown, Houston.
Same thing.
You need both.
Pat Fryermuth with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
That's the same thing, asshole.
For the extra point.
Oh, I thought you were being,
Hey, man, what took you so long?
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Yeah, what took you so long, bro?
So the drive there, 5 plays.
Bro, it took you way too long, bro. I timed you, bro.
It results in the Texans finding the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
I'm fucking with you. Nah, but you see Derek Curry's new wife, bro, girlfriend, bro.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Steph Curry's dad.
Last time they had it, what steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Yeah, they broke up.
To the football, 101, the trade expression.
Nah, I ain't seen the movie.
Win first down.
I knew like a white lady. It did the wife got another dude too, but he a white man. I don't like that though.
Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks
Hey,
because
her dad white,
the
ain't
defense
it?
has the advantage.
Yeah, they both mixed.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, looking for Andrews.
Steph's mixed. What's called mixed too?
That's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they
all of them mixed.
This
Yeah.
offense in desperate need of a conversion.
It makes, I mean, why are you mad though?
I'm not.
Operating from the
I don't like white women that date white men. I mean black women that date white men. Because I'm a racist.
He's the one to get him, and that is
I guess for him on the But she's both though. And her dad's black, ain't it? And her dad's white, ain't it?
For the second time.
Yeah.
They ain't the same. If her dad was black, nah, because
this is taken at the 23.
she's more white than
ooh, that's bacon busting him.
Like, if you think about it, like, if her dad was black and her mom was white, Steph would be look more black. The whole family would be more black.
Texans offense
set to regain that mixed race every time.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
That's why I keep coming out like mixed like that.
Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense.
Job point.
This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Oh, let me eat real quick, bro. I'll let you finish your game. I'll hop back on.
Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Thompson. Buying time to his left.
Get the ball.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. $35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter play. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That's taken inside his own 40. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he'll lose yardage here. Back. The 47.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Texans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rolling to his right. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. From the gun, Reese. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been terrific so far. It's fielded at the 45. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, You've got to think to yourself, all I've got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. That catch good for only a couple. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They'll look to throw again. They set up the screen for Dobbins. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And that will be incomplete. And defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 69 yards on the ground for him so far. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Edmonds again. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, they keep on rolling 10
Tonight, it's the National Football League. It's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. The beat goes on, doesn't it? A perfect 10-0 to start the campaign.
And it's a good locker room to be in, too. Guys don't show up on game day hoping to win. They expect to win. And so far, they've yet to have a letdown.
And we are underway from Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Pickett. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Now a give, running left is Harris. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Back to throw. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll get 8, but they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive because that's not enough. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So out come the Texans in great starting field position. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And he's going to trot onto the field. He might even sprint onto the field after that one. That's a momentum play. That big punt return probably yelled over to the special teams guys, thanks, because now they've got a chance to cash in prime real estate territory.
To throw is Thompson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here we go now on first and goal. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Chase Edmonds, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they are back to 500 now. The win last week, their 3rd in a row. And the question is this run coming too late to make a difference in the playoff race?
Great question. They definitely still have some work to do, but I think a lot of folks were writing this team off about 3 weeks ago, even some of their own fans. So I suggest you put some extra shocks on the old bandwagon because this team has rebounded.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Harris. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Play action. Pickett. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off the play fake. Pickett. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On first down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, and when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts to a touchdown.
That's caught. A great play there. with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Pickett. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. Back to throw. Pickett. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. On the give, this is Harris. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down and 3. Here's Edmonds. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now Thompson on 1st and 10, escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, Thompson over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Thompson now looking to throw on 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Quez Watkins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Finding Harris over the middle. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. To throw on 2nd down. Pickett. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, we'll head to Cleveland to check on the Browns at home at First Energy Stadium. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. Deshaun Watson, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Las Vegas Raiders.
We now proceed to the start of the second half. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in.
Here's a diving catch right side. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Back to throw. Thompson. And he wisely will throw that one away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. That'll bring up fourth down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. From the gun, Thompson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On first down, Pickett. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. Looking to throw. Pickett. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Harris. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The football, it's loose, and the Texans scoop it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football, and they still find ways to knock it free.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Thompson. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
The throw over the middle taken in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Touchdown, Texans. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, man, because you're exactly right.
That, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Thompson, he'll buy some time right. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Here's Thompson throwing on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Thompson on 1st down. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Throwing on first down. Pickett. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
4 yards remain for second down.
Back to throw. Pickett. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Pickett. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Fourth quarter, you got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Well, he gets attended to. He'll step aside.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
To throw is Thompson. Off play action. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Here's Jamie Gillen down.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, Pickett toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at about the 31.
Yo.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the
I'm about to hop out of there. I'll get back on later on. Yeah, I'll get dressed.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Now Thompson to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Thompson steps away. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Now, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them, well on their way to another victory, riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Pickett, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Pickett. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Texans, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Jaguars will come to town. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.